So guess what? Guess what? Guess what? It's a happy birthday to me, ladies and gentlemen. I am, believe it or not, 38 years old. Halfway to the home. So, fun. So, I'll be doing my birthday stream later on. Yeah, I should probably shut that off. Honest Feliz. So anyways, so yeah, I'm older now. It sucks. Wish I was 16 again, but that's the way life works. So, kind of wanted to bring you an update. What I'm going to do with the channel, as well as kind of a little thing that happens to me. We'll get to it here. So, essentially, I'm going to start also covering some indie games from now on. I'm still going to do majority gacha games, but if I see a good indie game, I'll go ahead and give it a review, give it like a quick start guide or whatever, and then let you guys figure it out, because I don't want to hold your hand throughout the entire game. Because it's an indie game, it should be fairly easy to figure out once you've done it. Maybe some harder stuff I could do guides for, but whatever. So be looking for that on the channel. Also, I'm getting treated by my aunt to some random restaurant, Ruby Tuesdays. I don't know if you guys have ever been there, but whatever. I'm getting something because she got a coupon. So yay, I get to go do that after this is over and probably my next video. And so hopefully you guys are cool with that. I want to thank everybody for your support of the channel over the last, what's it been? 6 or so months. Because even before I was covering gacha, I was starting to get a lot more support. And obviously the gacha has been a huge thing though. And just thank you to everybody. All your kind words, all your hanging out. I've met some really cool motherfuckers the entire time I've been here. And I've really appreciated just the feedback and finding out, you know, even down to the point of you guys introduced me to new anime, new music. You know, we could share some old stories on some of the things we used to like as kids and everything. I always really appreciate that. I have so much fun with you guys. And for those who don't know my music list when I play music in the stream, it's entirely, well, not entirely, but most of it is comprised off of listener requests. So songs I was never going to hear otherwise, it's in the music list. And I keep the ones that are good. Obviously, I delete the trolley ones, but anywho, that's a topic for another day. So, I'd like to get into a new topic now. Let me get to it. I might actually start a song because this is the theme. So, got a little remix here. Turn it down. Alright, so let me go to what I want to show you, except I don't have it up. Oh yeah, I do. Okay. So, there's a thing I put up with, and I've been putting up with this since I've been 12. But let me just get into it here and I'll give you guys the explanation. So, a lot of you hate my voice. Not most of you that watch this video, but there's always some random people that show up and be like, dude, your guys are awesome, but I hate your voice. Change it now. You need to sound like you're a caffeine addict because everyone drinks caffeine and yeah, etc. You need to sound like you're a drug-fueled maniac or whatever the hell type of voices, anime, nightcore, whatever the fuck voices you guys are expecting, you people that hate my voice. So, here's a comment right here. We'll get into it. This was on a video I posted. I think, oh, it was the patch video. Like, dude, I love your videos, but I hate your voice, man. You sound so monotonous, boring, and make me sleepy. Can you please add some fluctuations in to your frequencies, man? I'm sorry if this sounds harsh. Now, granted, not everyone on YouTube is adult. Definitely not everyone on YouTube is mature. But clearly, think about doing this shit in real life, like going up to somebody, and if you're not like a voice coach or a singer or whatever, and be like, you're really good, but I hate your voice. Can you please change it? Think of the look that person would give you, like, what the fuck? And that's pretty much the type of look I give, and I've been nice about this. But anyways, let me show you what I actually said back. So, unsub, thanks. Voices don't suddenly change because people dislike them. I've had this voice since I was 12 and dealt with a-hole comments like this since. You don't like it, leave. I'm not changing. And got a little bit of support here. Thank you for that, R. Lamar. Love that. Now, I'm gonna go into a little story here on my voice and all the shit I've put up with it for years and years and years and years and years and years, ever since I went deep. When I assumed my balls dropped at 12, whatever the fuck happened. So here's what happened. Once upon a time, I had like a nice, you know, like choir boy voice. And I'm, oh, it's so lovely. Oh, 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 oh. that all went away. So I've had this voice since I was 12. And constantly been mocked, you know, people mocking my voice. And, you know, when you're a kid, you're a lot more susceptible to things, and, oh no, so, as the years went by, and even into my 20s, which I regret, there are lots of people that just hate my voice, and it's just the way it is. I've dealt with that shit all my life, even to the point of last year, which I'll get into the stories, but, essentially, you know, there's always people coming up, oh my god. And I got this double edge because when I get excited, let me show you what my voice is like when I get excited. Oh my god, did you see that shit? Fuck yeah, dude. I kind of like the Titus laugh. I'm sure my aunt just heard that and she's gonna ask me about it later. And that's what happens when I get happy, you know, because everyone gets happy, they get more excited, their voice rises a little bit. And great, except for me. If that happens at work, and even in, like, a public place, dude, people are in, like, fear of their fucking life. Like, they look at me like... Mothers start holding their children closer, kids are looking at me like... You know? And it pisses off some guys, or the guys are more accepting of my voice because, you know, guys put up with a lot of shit sometimes. So... then the issue becomes, a lot of people are like, oh my god, you need to quiet down. And I deal with this shit at my bank job to where we had supervisors that were like really loud, but because they were more like how do you say it, the effeminate men. Oh my god, that's so funny. Ah! They would talk like all day. And then the instant I started participating, okay, John, you need to stop now, even though these guys would talk at an 8-to-1 ratio of everything I said just because people hated my voice so much. And it's fucking annoying, because I want to contribute, I got ideas, I got a good imagination. You know, but some people, they just can't get past that. And that's a sign of maturity on my part. And yes, possibly my voice annoys you just passively, but I hope you're mature enough to fucking get past that. If not, my message to you is the same as my message to Nug. Now, other situations I've come across as recently as 3 years ago, because as you grow older, you start to get a little bit more, kind of like how R. Lamar said, unapologetic of who you are. And not so much upset on offending people. Because here's the thing. If I do what Nug says, and I start adding fluctuations to my voice so everything can be lovely and wonderful, and I hit myself, guess what? Then he's going to come back. You know, I really don't like the way that you speak. I also don't like the way that you look. Just go ahead and take yourself off video capture. And if you could please just shorten your videos. And basically blah, 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 blah. Do this, do that, do this, do that, do this, do that. And it's one thing if I'm working for you and, you know, you're paying me a wage or possibly your spouse or something like that. But otherwise, why the fuck are you telling me what to do? Is it my channel or is it your channel? Think about it. Okay, cool. So, if it's my channel, why the fuck am I obligated to do what you want? Like, I provide a good service already. I do my best to bring you guys content and stuff. And this is purely, I'm trying not to, you know, sound too harsh, because obviously it's not the majority of you. But, you know, if you start changing yourself, this was a mistake I made when I was younger. If you start changing yourself because you offend somebody and you offend the other person, it's one thing if it's survival. You know, like, you're gonna get fired because your boss hates it or whatever, and whatever. I understand that. Okay, fine. But, you know, this is all a free service. You could click me off whenever the hell you want, and you could go watch somebody that, you know, drinks caffeine 24/7, is fueled by alcohol and drugs 24/7, and changes their voice tons or whatever. That's fine. But I did that thing in my 20s and my teens to where, okay, you don't like this, I'll change. Okay, I just want to please you. Okay, I just want to... And you know what? People are unpleasable. It's just the way it is. So my advice to you guys that are younger, if you get someone like that in your life, really kind of inspect, why am I doing what this person says? Now, you know, it might be your parents or something, that's one thing, but you should never be upset to be who you are as a person. You know, my voice is only going to grow deeper as I get older. And more people are going to be pissed off about it. Oh, it puts me to sleep. Oh, well, then put me on right before you fucking go to bed. This shit isn't hard. But, yeah, I kind of feel like I turned this video into a downer. Oh, yeah, I forgot to say my roommate story. So, I used to live with a guy And he moved into my house, and keep in mind, he was in the room next to me. There were 5 people in the room before him. No one ever said anything to me. And then all of a sudden, this guy would come up to me every day. Hey, man. Yeah. Oh, you know what? You were laughing last night. I think you were on the phone. Yeah, it woke me up, man. And I'm like, well, I'm laughing. You want me to just stop laughing? Well, I know, but and he would just like come up with all these excuses. And then eventually this guy would come up to me, and he had some type of like issue, because he would be telling me things like, yo, man, computer's too loud. Okay, got rid of my good speakers, moved the room around, did everything. Come up to me 2 weeks later. Hey, man, your computer's too loud. Like, fuck, man, I'm getting rid of like hundreds of dollars worth of shit to please you, and you're unpleasable. And then he would start coming up to me, hey, man, your air conditioner was on. Hey, man, I can hear your refrigerator. Hey, man, that girl you had over last night. I'd be like... And then finally one day I told him, I'm like, look, man, like, I wasn't put on this earth to do what you want to do. I was put on this earth to do what I want to do. And if you don't like that, tough. Because when I'm in my space, it's my time. Now, granted, if I'm too loud, then clearly I'll quiet down. But I was like a church mouse for this guy. This guy basically, he pretended like he owned the house. He basically wanted me to come in and like pray for like 24 hours in candlelight vigils as a monk and never make any noise. And so one day I told him, I'm like, dude, that's not gonna happen. Like, I'm me and that's it, period. Like, I'm not gonna listen to somebody just because they don't like me. If you don't like me, then clearly I'm just gonna go do my own thing, period. And so we had it out, and we just didn't talk anymore after that, because he always wanted his way, and there's always gonna be people like that in this world. So you just gotta adjust, and when you get to my age, you know, people can give me, like, criticism, you know, polite criticism and all that, and that's fine, and I'll be like, I'm a guy that admits my mistakes, if you notice that as a YouTuber. I'm not a guy that's like, man, you told me to do something, fuck you, man. Like, I do that sometimes, but that's usually when someone makes a dumb comment like this guy. But essentially, it's just something I'm gonna have to put up with for the rest of my life, and I'm sure I'll get the comments every couple of YouTube videos, whatever. It's just the way it is. And then whenever I go out and work in social situations, etc., and you know, but I also get a lot of compliments on my voice, so I appreciate that. My voice is just my voice. It's never going to change. So there it is. So I will be doing my stream later on tonight, and hopefully I'll see some of you there. And if not, thank you again for the support. Always appreciate any support. This entire thing's been a real, you know, I'm not a religious person, but this entire thing's been a real blessing for me as far as, like I said, meeting people, having success, being able to get to where I am, and hopefully we'll just keep going from now on. So hopefully you guys enjoy the commentary I bring you, and yeah, I'm gonna mix it up a little bit this year, so be looking forward to that. And yo, I'm gonna go eat my Ruby Tuesdays, or maybe make one more video then go eat. So catch you guys later. Take care.